Money is not just paper. It is not just numbers inside your phone. For many people, money is a feeling in the chest, a tightness in the head, a weight in the heart. When you look at your balance and it is low, your body reacts before your mind can think. Your heart beats faster, your thoughts begin to race, your peace begins to leave. In the market, in the house, on the street, money decides how calm your day will be. At night, some people cannot sleep, not because of sickness, but because of money. Bills become heavy. Tomorrow becomes frightening. Welcome to Rise from Roots. This is not a channel about quick money. This is a channel about understanding why money feels like life or death inside the body. Here, we explain money using the brain, using the body, using real human stories. This is the biology of money. And today, you will learn why your brain treats an empty account the same way it once treated a hungry stomach. Stay with me. When bad news about money arrives, it does not knock gently. It enters the body like a shout. One message from the bank, and suddenly the chest feels tight. The mind jumps forward. What will I do? How will I survive? Some people begin to rush. They walk faster. They talk faster. They think faster. Not because they are late, but because fear is driving them. Inside the head is a small part of the brain called the amygdala, meaning the amygdala is the fear center of the brain. Its job is to protect you. Long ago, it protected humans from wild animals. Today, it protects you from empty accounts and unpaid bills. But the amygdala does not understand money. It only understands danger. So when it sees debt, it reacts the same way it would react to a lion. That is why sleep runs away. That is why peace disappears. That is why tomorrow feels heavy. You are not weak. Your brain thinks you are under attack. And until that fear is calmed, the body will keep choosing survival over planning. When fear stays in the body for too long, it turns into stress. The muscles tighten, the breath becomes shallow, the mind feels crowded. Standing in line, waiting for money, some people feel their hearts beating too fast, not because of exercise, but because the body is preparing for trouble. Under this pressure, the brain starts to look for fast comfort, something to eat, something to buy, something to make the pain quiet. Inside the body, a chemical is released called cortisol, meaning cortisol is the stress chemical. It is meant to help you escape danger, but when it stays too long, it blocks clear thinking. High cortisol makes the brain say, "Fix today, forget tomorrow." So instead of saving, the hand reaches for spending. Instead of planning, the mind looks for relief. This is not laziness. This is not stupidity. This is a stressed body making rushed money decisions. And until stress is reduced, the future will always feel too far away to touch. When fear becomes quiet, something powerful returns: the ability to think. This is the moment when the mind starts to count, to measure, to choose. Not out of panic, but out of purpose. Inside the brain is another part called the prefrontal cortex, meaning the prefrontal cortex is the thinking and planning center. It is the part that asks, what will happen tomorrow? What should I do differently? When this part of the brain is active, money is no longer only about survival. It becomes about direction. Instead of running from bills, you begin to face them. Instead of spending without thought, you begin to choose. This is how change starts. Not with luck, not with magic, but with a calm brain that can finally see the future without fear blocking the way. And when the brain can see forward, money begins to follow structure. The brain does not only react to fear, it also reacts to pleasure. When something feels good, the body remembers it. A small purchase, a new item, a quick win. For a moment, the mind feels light. That is why bright screens,
Big promises and easy money pull attention so strongly. They are speaking to a chemical inside the brain. It is called dopamine, meaning dopamine is the reward chemical. It is released when something feels good or when the brain expects something good. Dopamine teaches the brain, do this again. So when spending brings relief or betting brings excitement, the brain connects money with pleasure instead of planning. But the feeling does not last. After the excitement fades, reality returns. The balance drops, the bills remain, and the brain is confused because what felt good has now created more fear. This is how money becomes a cycle of stress and reward. Not because people are foolish, but because the brain is learning from every emotional moment. Zuberi did not defeat poverty by running faster. He defeated it by becoming still. For the first time, he told his body, there is no lion here. He did not attack the biggest debt. He started with the smallest one. One small payment, one small victory, and something changed inside him. The brain released a different message, not fear, but confidence. Meaning, small wins tell the brain, I am in control again. Then he remembered his people, those before him and those after him. When the mind looks forward, the body relaxes. Blood returns to the thinking part of the brain, the part that plans, not panics. He stopped feeding his eyes with other people's luxury because envy wakes the lion again. Peace keeps it asleep. Each day, he sat in silence and breathed like a rooted tree. Slow breath in, slow breath out. 5 times, and the storm inside him began to settle. Zuberi did not change his money first, he changed his biology. And when the body learned safety, the mind learned patience. And when patience came, wealth could finally grow. From the roots of Africa to the streets of every nation, the wound of scarcity is the same, but so is the cure. It is not only in money, it is in the body, it is in the mind, it is in what we teach ourselves to feel. When fear rules, the lion roars. When understanding comes, the lion sleeps. You are not poor because you are weak. You struggle because your body was trained to survive, not to build. But today, you learned a new way, not to fight money, but to calm the storm inside you first. This is how ancestors are made, not by riches alone, but by wisdom passed forward. If this message touched you, type in the comments, the lion is silenced, so your mind hears it, so your body believes it. Subscribe to Rise from Roots, where we heal money by healing the mind. Share this with one person who feels chased by bills, by fear, by tomorrow. Because when one person heals, a family heals. And when families heal, nations rise. Peace to your journey, wherever your roots may be.